What's up, solid steppers? Dropping some more game per usual. Like I tell people, this right here knowledge, you gotta pay for that. And when I say you gotta pay for it, I pay for what I know. For real, and I studied. Like prime example, when it comes to tax strategies, I know for a fact. Here go a nugget. Opportunity zones, right? Opportunity zones are all over. They're not just here on the mainland. Puerto Rico is probably the largest opportunity zone, like 99% of the island. I have friends right now that have businesses over there basically tax-free for the next 20 years because they made those kind of moves. You know what I mean? Same thing here. Everybody thinks the opportunity zone is in the hood. Well, people always forget about the rural ones. Those are the ones you're sleeping on. With all that, oh man, agricultural aid. Like, there's so many ways to go into business, in the financial business, without going broke. But because you don't know, you think you got to do stuff the old school way. This is why you got to make sure you team up with the right people. It don't have to be me, because somebody had to teach me, and they weren't in appliance repair. You follow me? I did all the research before I came into the game. You know, I know the point of having a business in an opportunity zone. What's the end game? What's the win-win from every angle possible? Whether it be taxes, whether it be real estate, whatever it may be. But you gotta understand, when you make moves, you gotta make long-term moves. I understand where to put my zip codes at to get maximum visibility. But at the end of the day, you gotta decide what kind of business you want. You know, most people out here don't know what kind of appliance business they want to pattern themselves behind these major companies, but they don't have the major moves, the major money, or the major mindset. And these companies are changing. You're just not watching. Remember, appliance repair is getting ready to be it's already a part of the gig economy. You know, this is why so many people, so many lead gen companies out here selling you leads and gigging out these jobs, you know what I mean? Like it's Uber and Lyft. It's crazy, but people don't pay attention. And there's so many green fields when it comes to appliance repair. People always talk about restaurants, but when they talk about repairing restaurants, the only thing you ever hear them talk about is the hot side and the cold side, refrigeration or the hot plate, or the front grills and fries. You never hear anybody talk about the registers. That market right there is wide open. Point of sale updates and upgrades. You don't even get dirty. And oh man, you just have no idea. There's so many opportunities. I'm always talking high tech. I'm always talking about people getting involved with the smart home manufacturers and the builders. There's so much opportunity for the future. That it's opportunity now. The key is, if you get it now, by the time everybody else catch up, you dominate. And that's how you gotta think. Leave the low-hanging fruit for people who can't think. Focus on where the real money is, not just today but tomorrow. That is the sign of not just a visionary but a true business person. And most people don't think that way. I'm telling you, I can't make it up. It's hilarious to me. I talk to some people and I'm like, I realize they just ain't there. It's just like when my mentors talk to me, they be like, I know they be wanting to say I ain't there, and I be thinking, I know I'm not there, but I'm damn sure gonna get there, because I'm not gonna be left behind. And that's why I'm not dragging nobody with me. You know, the hardest thing you're gonna ever learn in business is how many people you gotta let go. They can't go. The window is open this big for you to slide your butt through. And it is what it is. You can't make people be ready. You can't make them get there. Are you gonna sit back and say, I knew you when? No, you didn't. You thought you knew me. Remember that. I will extend an olive branch and I will extend a hand out once, maybe twice, but you can forget the rest of them, because we all grow. Right now, we in a time and a period where everything is changing. This is the largest transfer of global wealth you will ever see in your lifetime. And if you're not doing your part, then you're going to be lost. Keep sitting down here thinking that we back in 1962 if you want to. Look at all these old heads in appliance repair. These guys that didn't want to change for Samsung and LG. And then they got the young people dumb enough to walk around and be scared of it too. It's crazy, man. But luckily some good friends of mine are coming along with some programs. Hopefully people are wise enough to invest in them. and to get them while they can, while they're reasonable. Because I'm so glad Mike Sneed went up on that course. I don't know how to act. Bravo, brother. Because he is giving people a business in a box. And the sad part about it is people take the course and don't know what to do because they didn't invest in what they needed to. And then on top of that, he's telling you what you need to buy to be successful. And then people come out the course penny pinching their way there. That's not how you do this. You got to have appliantology. You got to have MSA. There's things you have to have. And these Voxer groups, all this stuff is only going to be around for so long because the reality is the subscriptions need to go up there too. I mean, this is what kills me. It's like no business ever survives by standing still. The key is to recognize where the leaders are in the industry, not just today, but tomorrow, and get your ass online and get in on the boat with them. That way, when they move, you just mimic how they move and keep your mouth shut. Trust me. It's a lot of things changing. And there's a lot of people that's not ready. Hate it for you. Hate it for you. But, you know, it is what it is. This is why I run a boutique business. Because I tailor-made my business for what I wanted it to do. And I can turn it up, turn it down whenever I want because I have other businesses and other interests. And that's what people don't understand. It's like you gotta realize you gotta make these businesses work for you no matter what industry it's in. You gotta understand and have an end game and exit strategy. If you haven't considered those things, then it's a problem. It's okay to have legacy businesses and generational wealth, but the key is that the kids behind you are going to be going into a market in a world that's totally different than where we are now. Are they going to be prepared, and will they have the tools to succeed with what you left behind? Seriously, think about it. Half of y'all, this is your first time even seeing a little paper. Do you really know how to develop a succession plan? And do you know how to train your predator, the person behind you, your successor? Like, do you even think on that level? That's real business. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not a game. Not a game. You know what they say? The strong will survive and the weak will do what? Fall by the wayside. I'm so glad it stopped raining because I definitely did not want to be dealing with a double oven with lightning, storm, and rain going on. Yeah. Like I said, people, get it together. Tick tock, tick tock. If you know you're struggling in some areas, focus on the areas you good at. Get your money up, and then invest in the areas that you need help in, and get additional help if you need it. It's really not that hard. People make it a lot harder than what it really is, and that's because their ego is in the way. My ego is never in the way. I'm quick to say, woo, 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 I need help with this, and that, and then I'm gonna shut up after I ask and listen. Because part of the problem is you guys go in thinking you know every damn thing and you really don't know nothing. And you're not listening long enough to grab, to even glean what you missed. Because you feel like you studied everything. If you knew everything, then you wouldn't be asking for help. I'm telling you, I'm talking from experience, man. I'm strong-willed as they come. My head is harder than most. But the point is, once I get it, it's a wrap. You know, I used to get info and then share it with everybody. All that stuff. Because what I learned, favor ain't fair. And some things ain't meant for everybody. Use that discernment in whatever you do and how you do it. Because everybody is not on your team. Learn that. And invest in yourself. I talk to people all the time who are in appliance repair. They have interest in other areas. I'm like, well, let your appliance repair pay for that. Pay for those other interests and other things you want to do. It's possible. But understand what you're doing and how you're doing it. I'm telling you. Have been having some great conversations this week with a lot of great people. I'm blessed to know them, and I'm blessed to have them a part of my round table. Like I said, round table is real. You didn't make the cut. Oh well. You had an opportunity. Y'all better get very clear about the people you deal with and how you get down and who you get down with. Because everybody is not team you. You've got to make sure you team you. Miami, Miami. This is a very interesting route here. County Line Road. Like I said, people, focus on what you do best and do it better than anybody else. That's all I can say. And get ready. In fact, you ought to be ready because it's already here. You're going to see a lot of things happen in America you haven't seen before. All I can say is God bless us all. God bless us all. But get yourself ready, protect your family, get your little homestead, figure out what you're doing. But don't be caught out here slipping. All right, y'all, I'm signing off. It's time for me to get in the customer service mode. Be blessed.